Guys and gals, it's The Long Hunt, Chapter 3, Part 2. Let's get straight into it. We'll begin with the Saw Cleaver and let's see if we can't clean up some of this mess. Firstly, we've got to get rid of this Huntsman's minion. These guys hit hard. So we're going to go straight into Ludwig's turn and we are going to begin the attack. We place our Invigorating down in the slash and we immediately heal 1 damage and clear the shot, dealing 1 damage to an enemy in our space. Take that. We draw the enemy action and we get their basic attack. Now this is a big hit, so I don't think I want to take it, and I'm going to flip over that repeating pistol. It annoys me a little bit because I know how useful that pistol is going to be when it comes to fighting the Cleric Beast, but I'm hoping we get a transformation in between this encounter and the next. Maybe not though. All that's left is for us to resolve our slash, dealing 2 more damage. Now we only need 2 more damage to take this guy out, so I'm going to throw down our Indomitable in the remaining slash attack spot. This allows us to draw 1 card as well. The enemy responds with his ability. This sets off his shoulder charge, but our attack gets in first. 2 damage, and he's dead. We get a blood echo for our troubles. And now that combat's finished, I think we're going to discard 1 of our cards to flip our repeating pistol over. We have 1 card left, but we're going to wait for the Cleric Beast to come to us. Our turn is over and all enemies around us activate. The Cleric Beast is in our space and now attacks Ludwig with all its might. We're going to leave our card for a dodge, so we resolve the Cleric Beast's first attack. Lunging strike, and this one cannot be dodged. No! This attack deals 4 damage to us. Ouch. Oh, but actually we can exhaust our firearm to drop it down to 3, which I think we'd better do. So 1, 2, 3 damage taken. Let's lay that down. 1 insight token on top. Finally, after the attack, we move the Cleric Beast 1 space away. And to be the biggest pain in the butt in the world, he's going to move back into the central lamp tile, because if we want to go in there to fight him, but in doing so, we're going to encourage these 2 enemies to start chasing us. Into our Saw Cleavers turn, and yeah, we're going to take the bait here. We'll spend our first card to move into the space with the Cleric Beast, and then we are going to attack. Slow and steady we go. We're going to throw our quick cut into play with the +1 speed from Agile. We draw our Cleric Beast's response and he comes back at us with an overhead slam. Now, ours is quicker, so we go off, and in doing so, we stagger the overhead slam, so his attack's going to do nothing. We deal our first point of damage, and then with our turn all but over, I think we're going to get reckless. I'm going to use our last card to transform our weapon. Flip our attack. There. Now we're out of cards here, but we're not entirely out of options. Before we end our turn, I'm going to do 2 things. First, I'm going to use our Augur of Ebriatus to deal 2 points of damage to the Cleric Beast. 1, 2, and then I'm going to refresh our firearm, because now it's the Cleric Beast's turn to attack. We draw our card, another overhead slam. We'll exhaust our rifle to put another insight on the Cleric Beast card, and we take the attack damage all the way from 4 down to 2. And that is the round over. We move the hunt marker, activate our enemies, and the Cleric Beast makes his attack. We draw the next card, and it is the grab, dealing only 1 point of damage to our Saw Cleaver Hunter. And with that, our hunters get another chance to activate. We start our new round with the Saw Cleaver Hunter, straight into the attack. All right, so we know the Cleric Beast is going to hit us with its recovery, so we need to try and do as much damage as possible here. So we're going to throw down the Unyielding stat card on our slash. This is going to give us a total of 4 damage, 2 from the slash, 1 from the stone, 1 from the stagger, and we get to draw a card. Very nice, bloodthirsty. We draw the Cleric Beast card, and yes, it's the recovery. We remove both of the insight tokens, and we prevent 2 of our damage dealt. Still, 2 ain't bad. 5 down, 9 to go. This next part, though, is the sucky part. Because of its recovery and because Summon the Pack is in play, we have to throw a Scourge Beast into our space as well. These guys suck. It's not going to stop us from continuing our onslaught though, and I think we're going to sneak in with one more attack. We'll throw an Unyielding down on our Quick Cut, but we're going to change its effects from a stagger draw 1 to a +1 damage stagger, turning this into a 3 damage attack. We draw the next card of the Cleric Beast depth for another overhead slam, but because it's a medium speed attack, we're going to get our stagger in and it's not going to do anything. We score another 3 damage. 8 down, 6 to go. Now we have one card left in our hand and we're probably going to get absolutely destroyed by the Cleric Beast and the Scourge Beast next turn. So what I'm going to do instead is nick off to the Hunter's Dream. We discard our last card and off we go. We lose 2 of our Blood Echoes and I think we're going to grab a Stagger and Invigorating. Nice. We replace that last card. Oh, almost forgot. We move the marker up for returning to the Hunter's Dream. And now we get to do all of our healing and resetting to prepare for our next encounter. Back up to 6 hit points. We refresh our Ludwig's Rifle. We refresh the Claw Mark, the Augur of Ebrietus, the Formless Odin, and we sort our weapon and our deck. On to Ludwig's turn, and we're going to begin by healing up just a little bit. We're going to use Yosefka's Blood Vial here, flipping that one over. We're going from 3 to 5 hit points. Next, we're going to move in, and we're going to take another swing at the Cleric Beast. We're going to do a rapid attack with our Quick Stab there. This is going to allow us to draw a card into hand. And from this, we are going to immediately clear the slot, dealing a sneaky point of damage to the Cleric Beast. We draw the Cleric Beast's response. It's a grab. Now this actually has a stagger on it, but because our attacks are at the same time, that is fine, no worries there. What we are going to do here though, is we're going to exhaust the Old Hunter Bone, which allows us to automatically dodge an attack, so no damage there. Our attack resolves and we deal another point of damage. We're now up to 10, only 4 to go. We might be able to do something pretty cool here. We'll throw our newly gained Rapid down, again, drawing a card, clearing the slot for another damage, and then drawing the Cleric Beast's response. And it's the recovery. So our Quick Stab here won't actually do any damage, and gross, the Cleric Beast spawns another Scourge Beast. We can do this. Don't worry, I've actually got a plan here. Okay, one more attack here and we've got this. We throw Invigorating down. Here we get a heal and we can clear a spot, and I'm thinking we clear one of the more damaging spots this time. Another damage. And then our Cleric Beast comes at us with an overhead slam. We're going to get hit with 4 damage here, but our attack is quicker, so we score 1 damage off our quick attack first. And then we cop ours, no worries. 1 damage to go. And you know how we're going to do it? We are going to transform our trick weapon. Yes, a big shout out to Michael Siciliano here, who brought to my attention the fact that it says whenever you transform a weapon, you first clear each spot on the current weapon's facing. That for us right now was 2 slots. We deal 1 to the Cleric Beast and 1 to literally anyone here. Let's give it to this Scourge Beast. But that's beside the point. We've dealt enough damage to the Cleric Beast to defeat his first phase, and we move on to the second. Only 12 hit points left on this beast. The catch is, though, we replace its phase 1 deck with its likely way more powerful phase 2 deck. Ow. Good luck to us all. Now that is of course the end of Ludwig's turn, and what's going to happen next is really sad for her. We go through and activate our enemies from left to right, and it's fairly safe to say that the Scourge Beasts are going to kill us here, so let's activate this one first. Remember, we have no cards in our hand to do anything good here. We flip a card, it's a special. That special does 4 damage and stun, Ludwig is killed, and she's sent off to the hunter's dream. Here she appears, along with the saw hunter, pushing the mark along our hunter track. Here we would usually discard both of our blood echoes without gaining any upgrade effects. However, because we've got the moon rune, we only lose one, and we actually get to keep one to score an upgrade. So that death was pretty damn worthwhile for us. Mainly because I think it's cool, I'm going to grab a second wind card, which allows us to heal when we're not attacking with the card. We heal up, refresh our pistol, each of our rewards, our runes, and I think we're going to transform our weapon to score that overhead slam nice and early. We're going to need big damage here today. Sort out the deck, and the round is over. We advance the mark, and remove all enemies from the map, respawning only those that have a respawn location. The Cleric Beast remains where it is. The Cleric Beast would usually get their special activation, but because there's no hunters on the board, nothing happens, and instead we begin our next round fresh at any location we would like. And because it's out of the way from most enemies on the map, that location is going to be Yosefka's. Phase 2. Fight. Alright, in lieu of a really exciting first turn here, we're actually going to play things a little bit safe. Ludwig's going to go first, but she's not actually going to do anything. We're going to prepare and let the Cleric Beast come to us. Turn over. Now the Cleric Beast is of course not happy with this, so he's going to chase us in and attack. First things first, the Cleric Beast has entered the same space as our Saw Cleaver, so we get to flip Ludwig's rifle to deal 2 points of damage. Now for kicks, we're going to go that overhead slam, throwing in our rallying attack for +1 damage and a heal after our attack. We draw the Cleric Beast's first card and okay, it's not a recovery, it is called a jumping smash. All hunters in this space must dodge slow or suffer 2 damage and stun, and then we flip another boss action. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that, throwing out dodge in the combo slash, but the Saw Cleaver's going to take it on the chin, receiving 2 points of damage. We continue and reveal the Cleric Beast's next attack, a fast grab and toss, which is going to stagger and stun. Now, we have the old hunter bone, which I'm going to use against this. This allows us to automatically dodge an attack. So, quick attack's done, we get our overhead slam and we hit for 5 points of damage. Now, just rounding out our defenses here, we don't get the heal because we didn't get any damage, but we do get to transform our weapon here after using the quick change for the dodge, getting us all prepared for our next turn. And with that, the Cleric Beast's activation is over. Not a bad turn for us, despite the fact we didn't really do anything. We move into our Saw Cleaver's turn, and we're going to do a couple of things here. Firstly, we're going to refresh our firearm with the Formless Odin. Then we're going to heal with the Blood Vial. And then we're going to attack. We'll throw our Agile attack down on the Bloodstone Shard in our slash for a total of 4 points of damage and a quick attack. And we draw the enemy's Crushing Slam. This is a slow attack, so it's going to happen later, but it can't be staggered. Ooh, okay. We can dodge though, and we do happen to have a dodge card in hand, so let's throw that down in the quick cut there. And this is pretty insane. If a hunter dodges, they deal +1 damage. We go from 4 to 5. But all other hunters in this space must dodge or suffer 2 damage. Ludwig's got nothing to dodge with, so she cops 2 points of damage. So now with all of the effects out of the way, we go into dealing our quick attack damage versus this slow damage. Ours, of course, goes off first with 2, 3, and 4 damage, +1 for the dodge. That's 5 more. Guys, prey slaughtered. And we reveal our hunt completed card. Guys and gals, we've done it. We did it. And wow, that was surprisingly a lot cleaner than I thought it was going to be. There is No way we could have done it combat alone. Just having a sneaky peek at some of those phase 2 attacks from the Cleric Beast, they are deadly. They are one-hit kills unless you've somehow managed to scam a spare card to deal with it. We completely jagged that. Two things got us through this chapter here. First was finding those two locations early on in the game. We were able to take on the Cleric Beast with plenty of time in our hands. In fact, even if we weren't able to do as much damage as we did in that second phase, I think we would have been able to do it with a couple of deaths in there because we had half the game to deal with that. So that was the first major gift to us to be able to complete this one. The second was having those rewards. Ludwig's rifle, the reward that allows us to refresh that one. We've got a reward that deals damage. We've got a reward that heals. We had such good cards to play with here, and it just goes to show the level of importance that exploration and actually doing these side quests beyond the minimum requirements to actually get a leg up on the game. Far out. It was fun though. So yeah, I guess that's it for this one. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. Let me know what you think I did good. Let me know what you think I did bad. Let me know what I stuffed up, because I swear something must have gone a little too right for us there, something. Okay, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that is scenario 1 done and dusted. And we'll probably come back for another one fairly soon. I'm probably gonna have a weekend off from Bloodborne, but should be back for the one after that. Fingers crossed. I also want to show off some other games that have come in the mail. Siege of the Citadel is definitely calling. Import Export is definitely calling. And so is Kanban EV. Definitely lots of games to be looking at for sure. But we'll call it there, guys and gals. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and do all the things that you guys can do to help this channel grow. But besides that, we are done. So as always, I got a little microphone, and now whenever I do the "my name's Michael" thing, I hit it. I don't know what to do now. My name's Michael. This is Bits Aboard. We'll catch you next time.